So basically, just the I lived in the gym. That was my lifestyle, and it was a lot of growing pains. I've made many mistakes. I've also learned a lot, and to get to this highest point, it took a lot of struggles. It took a lot of just becoming better. And I think one of the things that really helped me was just my ability to be a weightlifter that fit into my favor, representing my country. And although I wasn't an elite lifter like that of Hidilyn, I think my calling was really to help others, was to really, be a leader, to lead by example, and, to make people better. Because, at the end of the day, my athlete's success is my success.
Hi, good day, truth seekers. Welcome to the Unspoken Truth with DGY Academy. I am Christelle.
And I'm Samantha. We are here to fuel your curiosities. Dive with us as we uncover the unspoken truth of people from different walks of life.
Hi, Sam. It's been a while. This is another episode of the week. Kamusta ka?
Good day, Miss Cristal. I do hope you're safe and healthy. And tama po kayo, it's really nice to be here because even if we're apart, parang malapit pa rin because of these kinds of engagements. And hopefully, magkita-kita tayo once the situation is okay.
That is correct. Yes, I hope you are doing well then. And yeah, this episode is kind of exciting, This is not the first time. Now we will be featuring a sports or a fitness coach, right? Na-discuss na natin, we have interviewed Coach A and then Coach Paolo Aguirre and as well as Coach Paolo Gonzalez. And now, this is a very exciting episode. Actually, kinakabahan ako eh. Ikaw ba?
Ako din ate, parang nafe-feel ko rin yung kaba na nafe-feel mo. Parang we're sharing the same emotions right now. Pero I'm really excited to meet our guest for today.
Okay, well, I guess it's time for me to, to tell you guys kung sino ang guest natin for today. He is a former weightlifter, a filmmaker of collective culture, and the weightlifting, strength and conditioning coach of our weightlifting champ, Miss Hidilyn Diaz. Would like to welcome Coach Julius on the show.
Hey, good afternoon.
Hi, Coach! Good afternoon po. So, ayun, to start the ball rolling, gusto ko lang din po kayong kumustahin. Ayan, kumusta po kayo ngayon? For sure, you have major adjustments, most especially in this time of the pandemic in terms of your trainings and your lifestyle. So, maaari niyo po bang ibahagi sa amin yon or you might want to share with us?
Um, yeah, during this time, it's quite hard because it's ECQ, and we wanted to come home to the Philippines and be able to enjoy life and be able to go out, but um, you know, we have to stay in. But we're just happy to be home and to feel like we've accomplished something great for the Philippines. So that's a good feeling for not only me but for the team.
Yes po. You've mentioned that you were in Malaysia for almost a year. So, what were your adjustments po since you're in another country and for sure they have their own safety protocols and rules to follow. So, maybe you might share with us your adjustments during that time.
Yes, actually, we were in Malaysia for 19 months, almost 2 years. So it's, I think, well, actually, before we left Malaysia, it was already locked down in Malaysia for about a month and a half. And then, of course, when we went to the Olympics, it was lockdown or state of emergency there. So pretty much we've been in lockdown for the last maybe 3 to 4 months. But like our experience in Malaysia has been such a great thing because it was more of a blessing in disguise because we were able to focus on training and really put a lot of emphasis on developing the strength for Heidelin. And it was also a good mindset builder for Heidelin because she was able to focus on her training, her technique, and just having a champion mindset.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Coach. It grabe. 2 years. It's it is.
Ang tagal. Parang I didn't expect that to be that long. Kasi parang for me, parang sa akin, I was about to parang travel kasi last time. And then, 9 days pa lang ako na parang gustong-gusto ko nang umuwi ng Pilipinas. Parang iba yung feeling na nandito ka kung nasan ka talaga nasanay, kung ano yung mga pinagkakaabalahan mo dito. Parang hirap iwan. Pero we would like to salute you for that, for, staying for that long to really train and to have that specific determination and yung motivation to win that Olympic gold. And for that po, we really congratulate the entire team of Miss Hidilyn Diaz. And you may send our regards po kasi idol po talaga namin kayo. And siguro, follow-up question lang din po with regard to that champion mindset. Maaari niyo po bang ibahagi sa amin kung ano yung champion mindset na in-instill niyo ng Team Hidilyn Diaz kay Miss Hidilyn?
It's not easy to develop a champion mindset. It really takes a lot of effort, a lot of time to really develop it. The amount of hours spent on just building mindset alone is very much um, it's very much indicative of the environment that she's in, also the people surrounding her. So, it's not just her alone that's developing the mindset. It's actually even us, me, Coach Gao, the rest of the team has had to really develop our mindset to be able to understand what it's like to be with a person like Heidelin. And especially, some of the things that go into a champion mindset is the sacrifices, the sacrifices you need to make in order to get there, whether it be sacrificing spending time with friends or just, in a sense, they'd say uh, sometimes elite athletes are selfish because they always have to focus on themselves, and it's that's kind of the sacrifice as well because not many people will understand elite athletes because they have to always focus on themselves. They have to be selfish with their time and the way they think. Because if you want to win a gold, sometimes even you sacrifice your friendships, you sacrifice this and that. But it's not, in a way to be very mean or any of that. It's because if you want to achieve something greater than um, something simple like a world championship, the Olympics is on another level, and this is like the weight of the country's on your shoulders. So she's had to make a lot of sacrifices to get there, talaga.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Coach. It is like it feels like we are in that scenario as well, and it's like we are with you guys during that time. Parang ganun yung feeling, no, Sam? It is we are very fortunate actually really to be talking to you right now, sir. But we wanted to know lang like a quick background of your profession that you are in right now, is this something that you learned during your time in college, or is it something that you really wanted to do, like your passion project?
Yeah, when I was actually, so it started when I was a kid. Um, I actually started sports really late. I was actually really obese when I was younger. I didn't even get to do any sports until I was, uh, I would say, eighth grade, and that I think I was, how old was I in eighth grade? I was 14 years old, or 13 to 14 years old when I first got into sports. The first sport I played was in eighth grade. It was volleyball, and at that time I was very obese. I'm not a very tall person, so sports like volleyball is something that doesn't fit, me. And I just did it to get in to lose weight to, and so with that I was also bullied a lot because of my weight and all of that stuff. So, I got into volleyball when I was in high school. So on my sophomore year, when I was 15, uh, got into American football. So during my high school years, I played a number of sports and started, like lifting weights when I was 14 years old. And that really got me into fitness and just making my life better because I was not, I was self-conscious. I was not confident in my abilities because of the bullying, because of just being made fun of constantly. And I just didn't have the confidence in myself um, to really feel comfortable in my skin, I guess. And then in college, I started to study exercise science and health sciences. So that's when in college, at first I wanted to study business and photography because I loved taking photos, I loved filmmaking and doing those things. And then I realized when I studied a semester of college in the States, in the U.S., I came back home to Guam and I was like, you know what? I think my advisor, who was also my health teacher in high school, suggested maybe you should try health sciences. And I said, yeah, maybe I should, you know. So during that time frame, I switched my majors. I decided to do health sciences. Um, and in college, I picked up health sciences. I had a concentration in exercise science and health promotions and a minor in nutrition. So basically, that's what really got me into it. And in college, my internship, I was able to intern at a sports facility that also was a physical therapy clinic. So I was able to intern under a really good physical therapist in Guam. And fortunately, he was a sports physical therapist. So during my internship, after I graduated, they decided to keep me on so I was also coaching. I was also doing a little bit of CrossFit, and I also found weightlifting there. And so not only was I working with physical therapy patients, I was learning the craft of how to, athletes in Guam. So I was working with a number of different sports like rugby, paddling, football, American football. So I was working with a number of sports and athletes and people from all ages, shapes, and sizes. And while I was doing that, while I eventually worked my way up to general manager, I was also doing filmmaking on the side as a like my own business. So basically, if you thought about it, like I was doing like two of the things I love, which is coaching, which is filmmaking, and then when I got into the national team for weightlifting, um, it turned into three things that I love so much, and of course, representing my country at that time.
Wow. All I can say is wow. Parang like you've mentioned a lot of achievements and struggles, and for sure hindi naman po talaga natatapos sa simpleng bullying or sa simpleng downfall yung career ng isang tao. And for that po, no, sumasaludo po kami sa inyo. You've mentioned a lot of struggles that you've experienced when you were in high school until you were in college. I would just like to ask, how did those experience help you in your journey towards the Olympics or towards a bigger cause?
I think what really helped me was the years of just, working my way towards coaching and also being an athlete at the same time. So it's like um, the hours that I did train, right? I would spend coaching, or I would just become better at teaching and learning and studying and all that and all those all that jazz. So basically, it was just hours. Like um, you know, it would be like I would live at the gym technically. I'll open up the gym 4, 5:30 a.m. in the morning, teach my classes, um, and then train in the morning. If I had two-a-day sessions, train in the morning, classes, nap, you know, train, and then close the gym. So I'll be at the gym 5:30 and then close the gym at 8:39 for at least 5 to 6 years. So basically just the I lived in the gym. That was my lifestyle, and it was a lot of growing pains. I've made many mistakes. I've also learned a lot, and to get to this highest point, it took a lot of struggles. It took a lot of just becoming better. And I think one of the things that really helped me was just my ability to be a weightlifter that fit into my favor, representing my country. And although I wasn't an elite lifter like that of Hidilyn, I think my calling was really to help others, was to really, be a leader, to lead by example, and to make people better. Because at the end of the day, my athlete's success is my success, 110% all the time.
Right. I love that so much. A leader's success is the athlete's success is the leader's success as well, or the coach's success. That is very inspiring. Thank you for sharing that, Coach Julius. Um, I forgot what I am about to say because I am really inspired right now. But um, siguro Sam, I also wanted to know lang like how did you feel after you knew na Miss Hidilyn won the gold medal?
Actually, it didn't process, it didn't hit me. Um, it took a few days actually, because we didn't come into the Olympics, thinking gold, gold, gold. We thought about going into the Olympics medaling, right? Whatever color. I told Heidi, like, we've come this far. We've trained so hard for this. Um, let's just have fun and let's represent the country, diba? So that's really like what our initial mindset was. But when I saw Heidi do the clean at 127, and I just knew she was going to jerk it. It was just, you know, you, it was an experience that you had to be been there, and everyone who's watched, I think mostly everyone cried because of just the feeling. Heidi's the type of woman who puts her emotions, out there when she lifts, because she knew that, this was that one moment where everything that we've encountered the last 3 to 4 years or 5 years in prep, her struggles, and then coming in when I came in and started, doing my best to help her, my struggles, it wasn't an easy road. This journey in itself to becoming a coach and all this stuff, it wasn't easy. Like, it wasn't given to me. It was something that I needed to fight, all of the odds that were against me too. And just to be able to get to that point where she was able to lift the country out of this very tough time, um, was just a reminder that look, Filipino people are very us Filipinos, right? We're very resilient. Um, we will get through it. I mean, how many, natural disasters, how many, you know, economic, depressions or any of these issues, political, anything we've all been through, we come back stronger. And I think this was that, it shows that we're resilient people. And just having that feeling reminded me that, yes, although I'm only half, I did this for the Philippines. We did this for the Philippines. We did this to show that we can do something um, unimaginable. People, nobody thought we would win. Everybody thought the opponent would win, you know, but we we just did what we needed to do, and it was it was to win the country's first gold medal. So just like I said, it didn't hit me until I think 3 days later. But all I can say is that I'm proud that we were able to achieve this, and it took a team, it took a village to win this gold medal. I can't take all the credit. It's the team and the people behind us, the people who've done the smallest things, the biggest to the smallest things to help us. And those people know who they are. They don't need to ask for recognition because they know that they were a part of it.
Wow.
Thank you
Coach
much.
Julius, I'd like to ask, since you're Miss Heidelyn's personal coach, for sure you've seen a lot of her struggles, her major wins, those times that she's about to give up. But in your personal point of view, what made her different among any other athletes to attain that gold medal? Aside from her like physical strength and all.
A true champion is willing to give up everything to win, give up time with the family, their relationships, their friendships, um, even to the point where um, you know it's even just going to a country and deciding to stay there during a pandemic, not knowing what to expect, but staying there because it seemed or it was a sign that this was the right place to be in. It's basically taking the leap, um, and taking the risks. That's what a true champion is, and of course, their faith in God. Um, and you won't find a lot of people like Heidelin because her faith in God is always first, um, over anything else. Her belief that you know she is the strongest there, and just the mental, because really she has all the physical traits to succeed in weightlifting. Um, and but what one thing that sets her aside is from all the other athletes I've ever worked with was the ability to put happiness aside, to make the sacrifices to train 8 to 9 sessions a week, 2 to 3 hours a day, to put her body through that amount of stress and pain, because she loves weightlifting, and she knows that if you love something enough, you do anything, and I say anything to make sure you train at the best capacity.
Grabe, Miss Tel, that was really inspiring. Actually, I've watched an interview of Miss Hidilyn Diaz, and yan yung sinabi niya na kapag talaga mahal mo yung ginagawa mo, it will come naturally for you to give up anything. Like, katulad na sinabi ni Coach Pao. And nakakatuwa naman yun, like, to whatever field that you're in, even, be it sports or academics, or
Totoo.
to servant leadership as well, as long as you love what you're doing, it won't be that hard for you to give up anything. So thank you for that, Coach Julius. I think I'd like to follow up another question. Ever since Miss Heidelyn's Olympic achievement, people would really recognize you as her personal coach, her boyfriend. But is there something people don't know about you yet, like as a person, outside of the spotlight, outside of the news, or the paparazzi?
Oh, well, it's I'm not very into the spotlight. I think, for me um it's not for me. I'd rather, do whatever I can to support, Heidelin in all of her endeavors. But really it's just uh, I love filmmaking. I just, I love to travel. I love to experience different cultures because I'm from a small island in the Pacific Ocean. It's when you're from a small island in the Pacific, you don't filter to the world. And I'm the type of person I like to understand or know people's whys. You know, I'm very much a person that likes to really be inspired by others because really I want to reach I don't know, I'm not sure if you know Maslow's love hierarchy. I want to reach self-actualization. I want to transcend or be able to really empower people to be the best people that they can be. um, and I want to use whatever tool I can, um, to be able to achieve that for so it's who I am. I love challenges. I guess you can say I love going through challenges and um, hustling, working hard. But at the same time, it's just I'm always a big believer in doing what you love. I've worked in corporate and just being able to express myself in the best way, whether it be in my filmmaking or my coaching or just continuing to become better. I just don't want to be tied to, um, you know, one one way. I want to be able to take all of my experiences and be able to kind of make it my own, to innovate, to be able to make things better. So I guess that's what I would say. I don't know any other way to answer that, but yeah.
Yeah, that is very inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing that, Coach Julius. I am learning a lot right now, Sam. And I really love the line where Sir Julius or Coach Julius mentioned na kailangan parang ano nga if you put your heart or your 'di ba, if you put your heart on the things that you do, gaya nga ng sinabi mo kanina, Sam, whatever field man tayo nandun, parang gagawa at gagawa tayo ng paraan para ma-achieve or maging good at it, 'di ba? So I guess for Coach Julius, the last question that we will be having lang po will be um if if you encounter someone or like a kid who wanted to enter or who wants to become like Miss Hidilyn or who wants to enter becoming a weightlifter in the future, what would be your advice for them?
If you're gonna get into weightlifting, it's not an easy journey. Um, you know, don't look at it as a means to make money, to have an easier life because it's not easy. Um, you know, do weightlifting because you love weightlifting, not because you think that you'll earn so much from incentives or any of that, because it's not like that. That's not how it is. If you want to be a good weightlifter, you need to be able to go through all of the struggles of becoming a weightlifter in the beginning. You'll never have anything handed to you. It takes years and years. It took 19 years for Heidelin to win a gold medal. You can't just, you can't just have, um, you won't be able to succeed right away. But it's just a constant journey of becoming a lifter, learning, how to be also a better person, you know, have values and standards that are high. Don't aim for an easy way to fame or success. You have to go through the struggles, the pain, the failures. And if you're going to start it, have a really good coach, you know. a coach that will be able to understand you and be able to give you and teach you the right principles and values as well. So yeah, just know that you can't get it like this. It takes time, and do it because you love the sport. And if you don't love the sport just yet, hopefully you fall in love with it because you're gonna have to love it to get this far.
Well, thank you so much. I guess that wraps up the episode for today. Thank you so much, Sir Julius, for giving us a lot of inspiring message. I know Sam is also learning a lot from you right now, right, Sam?
Of course, thank you so much, Coach Julius. And for sure, lahat ng aspiring weightlifters natin or aspiring athletes na gusto talagang makarating ng Olympics or to be able to represent the country will really have to listen to this podcast and have some, proper discernment on things. So with that, thank you so much, Coach Julius.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Salamat
yes.
po.
Oh, thank you so much, Coach. Thank you for your time today. We know how busy you are, but thank you so much for accepting our invite. Before we end, po, where can our listeners find you?
You can find me on Facebook at you can search you can search my name, Julius Irvin Hikaru T Naranjo, or you can follow me on Instagram at I letter M Julius. Oh, it's there. Yeah,
Yes, you may follow and search Coach Julius' account on the details on the screen right now. Well, I guess that is it for our episode for today, Sam. I know our truth seekers are looking forward for the upcoming guests that we will invite for the program. Believe me, we're also sharing the same enthusiasm that you are feeling right now.
So this has
thank you
been
so much.
DGY Academy. To know more about our future guests and events, you may follow us on our Facebook page, DGY Academy, and Instagram at the Gohoy Academy. Fuel your curiosities, be motivated daily.
Once again, this has been the Unspoken Truth with DGY Academy. Have a great day and stay safe. Thank you so much, Coach.